I'm so excited to share 6 cozy fall books with you. There's a little something for everyone. So grab a hot drink and a blanket and let's get into it. The first book that I want to recommend to you is Fall I Want by Lyra Parrish. This one follows Autumn, who runs into a broken-hearted billionaire named Zane when he retreats to Cozy Creek. After a very rocky first impression, he convinces her to be his friend. Then on to pretending to be a couple, and then the pretend relationship turns very real. Or does it? This one is such a happy, cozy little read, small town vibes, fall festivals, and a fake dating plot with a billionaire who falls hard. It's basically warm and fuzzy. Think pumpkin patch scenes, Halloween touches, and lots of tender protective moments. The spice level in this one I would say is pretty high, but it is a slow burn. So I am recommending this book because this is literally just such a comfort fall read. Seriously. I really loved how seasonal and immersive the setting felt in this one. My one caveat I would say for this book though is it is unusually low in conflict. I don't think I've ever read a book with no conflict. I mean, literally. So I do feel like because there was low conflict, I did like lose the momentum like a little bit in the book. But I really feel like it's just such a feel-good fall read that if you just want something so comforting, this is definitely the book to pick up. Also, we just have to take a moment really quick to point out how beautiful this cover is and the sprayed edges. I think they're just so pretty. So it's just like the perfect fall cover in my opinion. So the tropes you can expect in this book are small town romance, fake dating, billionaire MMC, spicy, yes, and perfect for fall nights. So we are totally going to switch gears with this next recommendation of mine, which is The Secret of the Old Clock, Nancy Drew. So this is Nancy's very first case, so this is a perfect place to start the series. So in this one, a well-meaning man dies and he leaves his estate in a way that just feels off. Some relatives seem to be getting everything while others who should have been included are being overlooked. So naturally, that's when our good and trusty detective friend Nancy Drew steps in. She's here to follow the clues, talk to the people, and untangle who really deserves what. So I am recommending this book because this is just a timeless classic mystery that everyone should have on their fall TBR. They are really quick to get through, so if you are short on time but you want just a really good mystery, this is something that's so easy to pick up. I mean, literally you can see like it's not very long at all. These books just bring me so much comfort in the fall, and I feel like if you're anything like me and you love a good horror book, these are a nice palate cleanser. Seriously, I like to read these in between because sometimes the horror books, they get like so intense and I feel like my mind is like always scared. So I'm like, okay, bring out the Nancy Drew mysteries. So definitely a great one to add to your cozy fall TBR. My next recommendation for you is Salem's Fall by Rec Talk Ross. So if you are anything like me and you just love fall time, okay, anything, all things fall, horror, cozy, mysteries, witches, all the things, you have got to read this book because this book is so clearly inspired by Salem, Massachusetts, and I love that. This book is literally dripping with a fall and Halloween atmosphere. The plot follows a young attorney who ends up defending Damien Blackhollow, a dangerously mysterious billionaire who is accused of murdering his fiancée. And as our FMC digs in, she uncovers a tangled, ritualistic family history that just gets properly creepy. So this one is technically a thriller, but I am still putting it on my list and recommending it to you for a cozy fall read because it's a cozy thriller in my opinion. It's slow burning, atmospheric, and full of Halloween vibes rather than non-stop gore. I really loved our MMC in this book, Damien Blackhollow. He is deliciously dark and mysterious. I really like him. I also really love the FMC in this book too, but my favorite character, okay, well probably second favorite character, because I think Damien's first favorite, but second, close second, is the black cat Lucky. So this was actually my first book by this author. I have never heard of her before, but this will definitely not be my last. I really, really loved this one. I really thought her note at the back of the book was just such like a lovely touch to the book. This is a closed door, slow burn romance. And we have to talk about the cover for this one too, because when I was scrolling on Amazon, when I was looking at fall books that I wanted to add to my TBR this year, it was the cover before even, well actually it was two things. It was the cover and the word Salem at the top that was like, must add, before I even read what it's about. So if you're looking for something spooky and seasonal but also that fits that cozy vibe, I definitely recommend adding this one to your TBR. My next recommendation is In Her Pumpkin Patch by Alina Jacobs. This is definitely a fall rom-com, grumpy sunshine type of trope. So Penny, who is our FMC in this book, she is the queen of fall. Literally the queen. And Garrett, our MMC, is the total opposite. Polar opposites He despises anything to do with fall. He actually looks at it as his enemy. Oh, and did I mention that Garrett is a billionaire? Yep, billionaire romance as well. So Penny is coming back to her hometown after failing to make it as a journalist in Manhattan. So she ends up getting a new temporary job where Garrett is her boss. This is such a great one to pick up for a cozy fall read. It is a little bit on the longer side, but this book is hilarious. I can't even count how many times I literally laughed out loud reading this one, and the Halloween vibes are just spot on. In this one, we've got a black cat named Salem. We've got creepy identical twins. There's a hearse that Penny drives, yes. And lots of fall festivities. The only two downsides that I would say about this book are, as I mentioned, it is a longer book. I do feel like this book could have used some trimming. That's just my opinion. Maybe you will not feel that way, but I thought it could use like a little bit. And then also, I would say maybe, I'm trying to think, like maybe around like 60 or 70% of the way through it, I think. It gets pretty like heavy into the spice, and I felt like it almost took over some of the plot. Like I just felt like it was overplayed a little bit and pulled me out of the story. But that being said, I still really did enjoy this book. And I can't remember if I said this already, but I'm just going to say it again because I like to talk. But this book definitely though, like if you really want to be like immersed in the fall scene and all of that, this book does like a great job. Like Alina Jacobs really does a good job with just pulling you into the fall cozy, Halloween, all the spooks, all the coziness, all of it, fall festivities, everything is in this book. So we've got it all one-stop shop here. My next recommendation to you is another Nancy Drew mystery. This one is The Mystery at Lilac Inn. This is book 4 in the series. So in this one, Nancy and her friend Helen visit their friend Emily at the Lilac Inn, which she now owns. Emily, by the way, not Nancy. So Emily plans on selling inherited diamonds to help her fix up Lilac Inn. However, Nancy ends up figuring out that someone has basically been impersonating her and making really expensive purchases under her name. And then soon after, Emily's diamonds are stolen. And then we basically got Nancy to the rescue. I really love this one. Like, I love all Nancy Drew books. I really don't think you can go wrong, but there's always, of course, going to be some that are better than others, and this one is definitely a favorite of mine. Once again, it's just these cozy, easy to read, very quick if you are short on time, but I won't repeat my spiel from earlier. Just rewind if you want to hear it again, but I definitely recommend adding this to your fall TBR. And my final cozy fall book recommendation for you is going to be another Nancy Drew one. This one is Password to Larkspur Lane. This one is so good. I know, I feel like I've said that about all of them because they are all so good, and that's why I'm recommending them. So this one kicks off with a really weird message tied to a wounded homing pigeon. Bluebells will be singing horses. Make it make sense. So this one pulls Nancy into two connected mysteries. So first, someone believes that an elderly woman is being held captive in a big old mansion. And of course, Nancy is determined to find and free her. At the same time though, strange blue lights start appearing after dark at this nearby lake. And Nancy, being the great detective that she is, follows the clues until she realizes that the two puzzles are linked. I won't give the same spiel that I've already given twice now. But once again, just another really great cozy mystery to add to your cozy fall TBR. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do upload weekly. And tell me down below which book you are most excited to read from this list that I shared with you. I'll see you in the next one.